So here we have it, folks. This is the 2015 compost pile. Basically, earlier last week, I picked up about 10 bags of leaves from the curb from a house that was on the way to work, and I put them in the truck and I brought them home, and I mowed them with the lawnmower in this little stretch. I just emptied them there and I just mowed them up, and I put them back in this pile. And I also mowed some green grass and I mixed it, and there was a bunch of weeds out in the front and in the side of the house, and I cut those as well, and I threw them in there. And then I just moistened the compost pile as I build it. It helps to shred the matter as much as possible. That way, see, there's a little weed here. That way it decomposes, breaks down faster. So I'm gonna leave this here sitting here for about 5 or 6 days, maybe less, and I'll come and turn around and turn it with a pitchfork, and this will be the beginning of the compost pile. I'll probably pick up another 8 to 10 bags of leaves, because these will shrink significantly. It looks like a lot right now, but in about 3 weeks it'll be half of this at most, because as the matter starts breaking down, they just become smaller. So I'll probably add another 10 leaves of another 10 bags of leaves to this pile, and then we'll be good. By then the grass will start growing outside, and that's what I use mostly as my source of nitrogen, because I don't have any stables or any ranches near my house, so I can't get any manure to mix in here. That would be great, but you got to do what you got to do with what you got, and all I have is weeds and grass, so that's my nitrogen. It works out in the end. I mean, I compost a lot every year. This is where I keep my compost, and as you can see, I've been using it up. It was full, so I've been using it up to plant plants. You know, any plants that I'm getting started, I use this compost, and it's pretty good. You know, it gets. Let me see if I can get some of it. Some from underneath here. See, here we got some. It is not completely broken down, but it's good enough for planting stuff. Sometimes I'll mix this with a little store-bought soil or something to give it a little more texture. Here I just got this big container. Probably looks like a 45, maybe. It looks like maybe like a 30-gallon container. I got it at a nursery. They gave it to me for free. I just asked for it and they gave it to me, and I put more potatoes in there. So all in all, I got about 13 containers with potatoes. Let me just real quickly go and show you. Oh, here as we go along here, you can see some onions coming out over here. They're starting to look nice. And let's go back here. Here's some nice chard. Probably have some of this for dinner tonight. Here's more chard. And let's see. So here's all the potatoes that I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 containers of potatoes, and this one is gonna be real big. Oh, and I have another one over there by another tree, so it's like a 15-gallon container also. So hopefully we'll have a lot of potatoes. Here, another little garden update here. You can see that excuse me, I've had the crud for a couple of weeks now. I have a garden here, one of my raised beds here. A lot of it is just going to bloom already. It's still edible. I still eat a lot of it. There's a lot of arugula lettuces here, but it's just beautiful. You know, this is starting to attract a lot of bees, so I just leave it there. A lot of people just take it down when it goes to flower, just to free up the bed for something else. I leave it there. I got a lot of planting space, so I let the bees come here and start feeding and getting some pollen and stuff like that. This bed is relatively empty, so it's been seeded, but nothing has come out yet. So I'm thinking it's still a little bit cold for anything to come out. And I got another bed here. I think I put some buckwheat here. So this one, I'll be turning this bed over pretty soon and just plant something nicely in here. Maybe some peppers or something as the weather gets a little bit warmer. Today is February the 21st, and tomorrow we're expecting a freeze and some ice on Monday. So I'm not going to mess much with the peppers and tomatoes just yet. And here's the keyhole garden. Look at this thing. It's just going crazy. And don't mind the little trash can in the center. You know, I've explained what that is. That's where I compost all the stuff from the kitchen. All kitchen waste goes in here. As you can see here, the garden is blooming very nicely. All these blooms are coming about. I haven't had many problems with the caterpillars, the cabbage fly caterpillars. And like I explained before, you know, I come and eat from this garden every night. So even if they're laying their little eggs under the leaves, I just cut them and wash them and eat them. And that minimizes the number of little caterpillars that hatch and devastate your garden. So I think that's proven to be a good technique so far. I'm going to continue following that. And I still got to eat something, don't I? So here's this just exploded recently. Look at all there's a lot of kales that are just going crazy. So pretty pleased with this little garden. Look at these beautiful kales right here. I think they're kales. Yeah, they're kales. Real soft. And this nice little ruby red Swiss chard. This is a real tasty plant. So anyway, this is the little tour update. Forgot to mention, here's another little bed here that I have that I'm also preparing for when it gets a little warmer. And here's another little bed that I'm having here. So you basically try to maximize every little space in the garden so that I can plant as much as I can.